Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a woman named Grace. She lived with her husband, David, his parents, and his 6 sisters. David was the only son of his parents, and because of this, the whole family expected him to raise many sons who would carry on the family name. Grace gave birth to her first child, and it was a beautiful baby girl. The family rejoiced at first, but after some time, their smiles faded. When Grace gave birth again, it was another girl. Then her husband and his family began to change towards her. They mocked her, saying, "Why does she keep giving us only girls when our son is the only heir?" Grace was heartbroken, but she kept silent. When she became pregnant again, the family did something that cut deep into her soul. They brought another woman into the house as a second wife. They said the new wife, Anna, would surely give birth to sons because she already had 2 sons from her previous marriages. They never stopped to ask why both of her marriages had failed. All they cared about was the fact that she had given birth to boys. But God, who sees everything, had his own plan. When Grace gave birth to her third child, it was a strong baby boy. The family was shocked. Soon after, she conceived again and gave birth to twin boys. With time, she gave birth to even more sons. The same woman they had mocked became the mother of many boys. Anna, the second wife, also gave birth to her own sons, but something troubled her heart. Grace's sons were always ahead. Grace's first son was older than Anna's first son. Grace's second son was older than Anna's second son. Anna became jealous. She began to plot and scheme against Grace's children, hoping her own sons would take over the family's wealth and name. But Grace was a woman of prayer. She trusted in God with all her heart. Every time Anna tried to bring trouble, it turned back on her. Grace's children grew up strong, wise, and blessed. But Anna's first son followed bad friends, dropped out of school, and began to cause shame for the family. Instead of leading a good life, he turned to theft and trouble. As the years went by, Anna herself lost her way. She was not faithful to her marriage and lived a careless life. Her choices brought sorrow to her, and she left this world earlier than anyone expected. Grace, the woman who was once despised, stood tall. Her children grew into fine men, bringing honor to their father's name. The same family that once mocked her now looked at her with respect and admiration. And so the story of Grace teaches us something very important. Children are gifts from God. No one has the power to decide whether they will be boys or girls. Patience, faith, and prayer can turn shame into glory. Jealousy and evil, on the other hand, always return to the one who carries them in their heart.